Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and Lady Sakura. I'm going to leave here and strike out. So in advance, I will apologise for any coughing fits that I have. I'm sure I'm going to have some because I've got something coming on. I don't think it's flu, but certainly got a bit of a cold coming on. I'm trying to fight it at the moment. And it doesn't help that, you know, yesterday was my day off, but I was actually doing work yesterday as well. So, you know, one, I didn't get to record yesterday. And then two, I didn't get to relax yesterday either. So I'm kind of here now, like, oh, that's not good. Let's run away from you. Can we even run away from you? Let's change course and see if you follow us. Okay, good. That was lucky. Hopefully they don't do a U-turn now and come after us anyway. Which they might be doing. No, they're heading up north. Good. But yeah, like today when I'm recording, it's Monday. It's basically the Monday before this episode goes live. But it feels like it should be towards the end of the week. It should be close to Friday. So, you know, I'm feeling this week is going to be like a very long week. But hey ho, such is life. But the good thing is that this weekend, I'm still going to be working Saturday, but it's a special day in my Saturday school. And it means that we're going to finish working at least at 2. And then, like, we're going to be there for, like, a kind of, like, we all get pizza together and stuff like that. And then the guys are going out afterwards. I don't think I'll go out because, you know, if I'm feeling this way on Monday, God knows how I'm going to feel on Saturday. But it then means that maybe I can relax Saturday evening and maybe get some videos done, because I'm always kind of got that thing where, you know, it's, you know, other YouTubers will kind of tell you the same thing as well, that when you have an opportunity, when you have free time and, you know, you're thinking about, should I record something? Shouldn't I record something? You know, it's you get that thing in the back of your head of, oh, I wasted an opportunity there that I could have recorded something. But at the same time, you know, it's also important, kind of from a quality point of view, that I don't make videos when I'm not really up to it. So, you know, when I get to Saturday, I'll make that decision, and hopefully I'll make the right decision as well. And then on Sunday then, if I rest on Saturday, hopefully Sunday I'll be okay. And then it'll be actually, my wife is starting a YouTube channel, and I'm actually going to be on it. We're going to be doing, you know, spots on basically Japanese culture and what's happening in Japan and stuff like that. So that's going to be fun. I think we're going to be starting that on Sunday. And then maybe I'll get some recording done for my own channel as well. And then on Monday, I have an all-day D&D session, which I'm really looking forward to. But let's see here. A banquet in your honor. Okay. Let's compile a port report. You may as well, while you're here, fuel for the Admiral's fireplace. Captain Whiskers, the Admiralty calls you. So you've heard. At least that they pay to laugh at your reports. Nice. Okay, and then let's go to the banquet in our honor. King Graysnaw and First Minister Edgar invite you and the crew to share Pigmoth's bounty. Good, because look at where hunger is. A meal fit for emperors. You have to kneel at the long table, but none rise without eating their fill. United Cavia is flourishing. London may laugh at its new neighbours, but other powers have sent envoys to negotiate for Scintillac. Spice soup is followed by glistening haunches of meat wrapped in tender chickenwood strips. Both are merely appetizers. By dessert, you fear having to be rolled back aboard ship. The seneschal orders the leftovers delivered to the hold. We gained 2 supplies, we lost 20 hunger, we lost 5 terror. That's all for now. That's really cool. Thanks for that, guys. We are not going to purchase Intellect because it's not worth it. Okay, shops, there aren't any. Maybe in the future there will be, though. They seem to be developing their society pretty well. And now... am I stupid about... because I'm thinking going down to the other room? Let's go down. I probably am stupid, but we're still going down. Because even though fuel isn't doing the best, we have a lot of supplies that can be converted. Hopefully can be converted. But yeah, it's kind of, I always like to, that's, you know, a lot of the reason why we're at 17 hull and we're kind of limping our way back, or times when our fear has been up to 100. So I always try and push that little bit further every time. So we're going to start heading directly down now. Stand at the bat as well, just to see. Not expecting to find anything down here, but you know, there's a decent chunk of map. I wonder as well in the future, you know, if this game is going to be one of those kind of classic ones. Like, say now I'm playing Planescape Torrent because, you know, it's a classic. I wonder if this game will be in that bracket, because it's certainly, like, story-wise, it's good. In gameplay-wise, it's, you know, it's enjoyable as well. And it really does have that kind of feel of being able to stand the test of time, because obviously they haven't, graphically, you know, they haven't gone for kind of all the bells and whistles that maybe, like, say the likes of, oh, come on, brain. Oh, I can't remember it now. The one where you can teleport around and stuff, set in a kind of dystopian future that it's kind of like the past as well. Steampunk kind of thing. Dishonored, there we go. So like that one, that is an excellent game. I haven't played it myself, but you know, watching people, it's very enjoyable to watch, and you know, there's so many different ways of doing things. But I wonder, you know, because it's more graphically reliant, shall we say, whether it will stand the test of time as well as something like this, where the graphics are very basic anyway. But who knows, you know? Maybe both will be considered classic, or maybe neither will be considered classics in the future. But like, I come from a gaming background where, you know, basically your character was a square, you know, or we had those ones where it was just dialogue. Like, there was dialogue, and basically you got to choose what to do, and then that was it. But they were fun, you know, and that's the thing that people forget, is that, you know, people look back at them and go, oh god, that game, you know, people now say, oh, that game was shit, like, but it wasn't, because people played them and had a lot of fun with them. Now, there were a lot of shit games. I'm not saying there were no shit games in the past. There were a lot of shit games in the past. There's no kind of rose-tinted going on here for me. Now, which one should we use? This one, because this is the basic look. Okay. Uh-oh. So we have to be lucky twice now. Okay. And now let's do it again. Oh god. Okay. Well, let's head off. But yeah, there were a lot of shit games in the past, but there are a lot of good games in the past as well. Like the video game industry wouldn't be where it was if those good games of the past hadn't been made. So that's something for people to remember when it kind of if they're disparaging older games for the way they looked or whatever. Well, those are the kind of grandparents and great grandparents of the games that you're playing today. So, and we've all, like anyone again who's been through with me, like you remember seeing games that come out because they're on a new engine, or like when the Pentium come out, or this, that and the other. I think, oh wow, those graphics are so amazing because they were better than anything that came before. But then look back now and think, Jesus, those graphics aren't that good compared to modern times. But in the context of when the games are made, the graphics were amazing. And that's the thing to remember, is you have to have context with stuff like that. Oh, but this guy isn't going to worry about context, I don't think, so we should just run. Yeah, screw you, buddy. You get stuck on that mushroom. Smoke it while you're there as well. Okay, so in we pop. There we go. Okay, the other shroom. Visit the village. Let's gather intelligence to start. The villagers live a shabby but sufficient life. The other shroom provides. They are secretive, taciturn, incurious. Ships rarely visit. Well, we did. Experiment with a strange catch. Interesting. A mist of spores rises in the distance. What was it the old sailors say? Give a cat to your shroom and you'll get, what was it, luck, life? Yeah, let's find out. New growth. Within the hour, purple mycelium spreads throughout the flesh, colonizing your catch with a new vascular system. Another hour and the catch begins moving again. In the third hour, it starts rhyming. Yeah. Before it begins composing couplets, you whack it in a jar and store it in your hold. You've lost one strange catch. You now have one live specimen. Oh, cool. Very nice. And then that's pretty much all we can do. We don't have any honey to trade. So now, am I being utterly stupid in thinking that we should go down? Yeah, probably. Maybe over to... do we go there and there, or there and there? I think we go there and there. Okay. So let's do that. Let's head off, then head straight up. But I think, I always kind of think about, people who grew up without games, before games are invented and stuff like that, and, think, how lucky we are to be around now and to have all these really cool games to play. And even people in the future think that they have it better than us. Well, fair enough, let them think that, but for me, yeah, I think it's a good thing. So what's this? Stone is the kindness of the gods of the sea, but that's not saying much. She has a great wound from which a river of blood flows. Wound yourself in memory of her. Perhaps she'll show mercy. Okay, interesting, but I don't think we're going to do that. So let's try this. Yay! On we go. Another patch of the map done. Actually, I want to go and get the other patch while we're in the vicinity. Again, maybe a bit of pushing our luck, but hey ho, that's what I do. Okay, this fog bank is going to increase our terror a bit, but we should be okay. Uh-oh, that crab is going to increase our terror a bit. And he's right in the block that we want to go to as well. He doesn't look that easy to kill if we have to fight him. Actually, nothing is that easy to kill for us if we have to fight him. Apart from the stuff in the really, like, starter area. Okay, let's keep going. Like, the only regret I really have in terms of playing games is that I just don't have enough time to play all the games that I want to play. Yeah, he's got 300 health. We are scarpering. Okay, we should be fine now. I recently got back into playing Legends of Larry. I'm very happy with that. I'm trying to make time to be able to play for Triumph. I want to start a series on Battle Brothers, and then I've got a lot of kind of other indie games as well in my Steam library that I want to get time to play as well. But the thing for me is, like, some people can do a thing where they play a game for, like, you know, 1 or 2 episodes and then just leave it. But for me, I'm kind of a completionist, that if I'm gonna play a game, I want to play to a certain point. You know, not just kind of leave people hanging. And that means then, that it's kind of a trade-off where, okay, keep being unlucky with that one. So the odds, we're not exactly beating the odds, are we? But yeah, it means that, I spend a lot of time on the same series, which some people will think that's a good thing. I certainly do, because from my point of view for watching, I really dislike when someone plays a game and then the series just disappears without having a proper kind of closure or ending to it. So I like that. But I know other people, I know for a fact that if I played a greater variety of games, so had more kind of episode 1 of series, I would get more views, because episode 1 and it being a different game, people just click that button and watch it. But that's not what I want. I kind of, at the moment, I've just over 100 subscribers. I hope that increases in the future, but I want those people who are watching to know kind of what they're going to get from me. And it's not going to be like jumping around from game to game. It's going to be that I stick with a game, and if you want to see a full playthrough of a certain game that you've seen on my channel, then it's going to be a full playthrough. We're going to get to the end, and I'm trying to stick to that. Now here, let's see. We can't gather supplies because our terror is too high. We can take tea with the factor. Let's compile a port report first. Dad really likes to keep an eye on Iron and Misery's activities, the business of spores. Of course, I&M's activities here don't seem that interesting. Nevertheless, record what you can. You now have one waterboard. Cool. Now let's take tea with the factor. The poor fellow needs the company, and he can spare an hour away from his schedule. An interlude. You sit on the veranda of the factor's house, looking out over the fungal jungle. An example of green and sour gold. The air is thick with hovering spores. The scones are stale. Even the tea has a hint of mildew. But the factor is good company. He shares odd stories about the Gant pole, where monsters swarm, about the seductions of the principles of coral, the infestations of Featherhaven. He also has a load of belugas frond carted aboard your ship. He waves away your thanks. I have eaten so much of the stuff, I fear that I might be transformed entirely into fungus. He leans confidentially towards you. It happens, you know. But one does have to eat rather a lot of it first. Okay, so we lose 2 terror. And we got 1 supply, which is really cool. And then I think that's all we can do there. Yeah. Okay. And that's probably it for this video as well. Yeah. So as always, if you have enjoyed, please hit that like button. Share with a friend or two, because as always, you know, anyone who shares my video, it's a huge honor for me. And, you know, if you guys think my stuff is good enough to share, I'd be absolutely delighted with that. But as always, I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.